Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wilson will throw again. Complete outright to Kurtz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
When a quarterback sneakers run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson, because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he will have first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Baldwin. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Hall bringing it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Cousins to throw it this time, and that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there at the 43.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 1st down, Wilson. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Wilson on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, there's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They come out here in the I. Here's the sneak with Wilson. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. Extra point try now for Walsh. And now the kick is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, so much for going into the lead, and let's give a lot of credit to the special teams unit on the other side there. They picked up their defense in a big way, didn't they?
They absolutely absolutely did. Second half, you think, like you said, you're going to get the lead. So mark this play down. This could definitely be one to remember.
Yeah, I don't know if they schemed it or if someone just gave a great effort to go get it. In any event, that's a big-time play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Reed. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaden Reed with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Cousins to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth is...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's Cousins. Caught right side. Davis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Atama Rubin in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Skins going for it. Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be first down, Redskins. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Wilson finding Kurz, and it's a Seattle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety D'Angelo Hall. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
In motion left, that's Crowder. On third down, Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, here's Cousins. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the interception, Cousins escaping the pressure right. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 2nd down, Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that will be incomplete as well.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll drop it off to P-Ryan, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jaron Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Cousins now on second down. And this one's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Halfback sent in motion. Third and long for Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. He's at the 4.